Yeah. So this is my reason for not attending the Million Man March this year. I've been going over this speech with Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I can remember going to a meeting he had in '93, I believe, in Memphis. And it was the same rhetoric. It was the exact same rhetoric. To this day, I do not understand how some people that say that the white man is the devil, how can you plead to the devil to do something out of the kindness of his heart, or to do something righteous? Evil, unrighteousness, that's his characteristic. That's the characteristic, the main characteristic of an unrighteous person. Unrighteousness. They're not going to wake up one day and then do you right. It's not going to happen. We've been strategically placed in this position, I believe, for a reason. I believe that if we organize, which I think the Nation of Islam has done, I think they're very well organized. I think they're a very well organized group. So that leads me to believe, why do people, not just the Nation of Islam, but all these people that came to see, that went to that march, why do our people still believe that we need to ask our oppressors for anything? This is a democracy. America is a capitalistic society. Let's learn how to do business. Let's forget not spending. Yeah, spend. Just spend with us. Let's build some things so that our people can spend money with us. Why doesn't the Nation of Islam go through each inner city in America and buy up all the, put pressure on the Arabs or the Indians or whoever you say own all of these corner stores or whatever, put pressure on them to sell that business to black people? And if you say, well, the Nation of Islam doesn't have that much money, my question is, why not? How did Elijah Muhammad start the Nation of Islam from the beginning? From my understanding, you can't start any organization without any money. Where did his original money come from? His startup money to start an organization of this magnitude. We got to start questioning these people. And we still allowing people to just say anything over a long period of time. And some may say, well, you do better. Look, that's what the followers of the Nation of Islam would say. Well, minister has done this and he's done this, and you do it. What are you doing? You just talking about. I don't really care nothing about that. This is a platform I can use because he actually moved 1 million people, twice more, over 1 million people, to the same location to say the exact same things. You just talking, man. We're tired of talk. I'm 45 years old. I want to see some change before I get out of here. So I'm going to step out here and put myself out on the spot. I've been in Africa. I'm on my 3rd passport. And it's stamped up. I need to get a new one. I've been living on different continents. Not just visiting. I'm not a normal person. I'm saying that I am the leader that righteous people all over the world need at this point in time in our brief stay here on this earth. Not these people. If I'm not mistaken, Farrakhan is 80-some years old. Who's going to take over and who are they prepping to take over? I saw some young cat kind of favors Farrakhan. I forgot his name. Something Muhammad on the Ebro show doing an interview. He speaks well. Speaks exactly like Farrakhan. But what are they doing? Are they smart enough to know what to do? Or are they intentionally not doing anything? That's my question. What are we doing? If you can move 1 million people, if you can just, I'm a musician, we do music, I got studios, that's what I do. If I can move 1 million people to download one single that I post online for 99 cents, it's $1 million. For $1, that's $1 million. And that's a task within itself, just moving somebody to get on the keyboard to come to your website or whatever you're doing to purchase something that you have for $1. You move 1 million people to do that. That's $1 million. That's a task. He not only moved people to come from other areas to actually do some fit. They had to drive hours. When you have power, you have clout. You don't need to ask anybody for anything if you have this type of influence over a people that 1 million people will plan their vacation or their time off to come and drive hundreds, maybe thousands of miles to come and see you speak. You're supposed to be a smart enough person to know how to handle that type of power. You either not smart enough to be the leader or you have been bought. One of the two. Because I'm going to show you people to let you know that I have the answers. I'm going to put myself out there for all the criticism, for the people to write comments and say, look at this damn fool. No, I'm going to do exactly what I say I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you why I know I am the chosen one to come out and do the things that I think some leaders should have been done a long time ago, even way back to Martin Luther King. We have to think business first. Not spiritual, not God, even though I believe in God. My organization is called Players for God. In this game of life, I believe there's only two coaches, God and the devil, and I play for God. And anybody that's with me and rolling with me, we players for God. PFG for life. This is all, it's very simple. If I had the power to move people to come to where I'm telling them to come, to listen to me speak, all this other rhetoric that was spoken at that podium, it was for naught. Why? This is what he should have said the first, before he thanked God. Know you're on his side. You don't have to thank God every time. That's a waste of time. You're just wasting people's time. Let us hear what the plan is. And you know what the plan should have been and should be if he plans another one? If Farrakhan would have just asked everyone who came to Washington, D.C. and showed up wherever they were, on the lawn, wherever they were, for $100. And those that didn't have $100 to give, somebody who had more than their share, everybody who have $100, look, y'all get on this side. Everybody that doesn't, get on this side. And everybody over here that has more than enough that can share with a brother or sister on this side, you represent their $100 for them. You give that $100 for them. And 1 million people give you $100. You got $100 million. You want to have meetings with the rappers. about trying to change. No, that's what's in them. They're going to write what's within them. You got $100 million now. Start your own record label. Go out and give money. Look, get you a crew, get you employ some people to go out and find conscious rappers. All over the world. 1 second. Hello.